Okay, so today's lesson is on idleness or laziness. Laziness is something that I personally struggle with, as do most teens. But not only people that are my age struggle with this. God wants us to live our lives to work with our lives because, as you've heard before, idle hands are the devil's workshop. Because there are so many sins that we can fall into just because of boredom. So in verse 4, it reads, "Allow no sleep to your eye, no slumber to your eyelids." God is obviously not saying here that you should kill yourself by not sleeping. He's telling us that sleep shouldn't be the main focus of our life, and that we can't let it stop us from doing things that are more important than sleep. That being worshiping Him. In verse 5, it says, "Free yourself like a gazelle from the hand of the hunter, like a bird from the snare of the fowler." God is telling us point blank here that discipline is freedom, and laziness is a bond that you can break by working. And in verse 6, he says, "Go to the ant, you sluggard, consider its ways and be wise." God is telling us here to go observe an ant. And if you've ever seen an ant before, ants are some of the hardest working animals on the planet because they go and get food and prepare for the winter. And God is telling us that we should work like ants. So in verses 9 and 10, it reads, "How long will you lie there, sluggard? When will you get up from your sleep? A little slumber, a little folding of the hands to rest." And so it seems here like God is taunting the sluggard a little bit, and he's asking how long he'll sit and be lazy and sleep. And God seems like he's trying to wake him up here. He's trying to get his attention. And in verse 11, it reads, "Poverty will come to you like a thief, and scarcity like an armed man." And so God is saying that before we know it, poverty will come to us if we're being lazy, which can lead to sins such as theft, which is the most obvious one. So in conclusion, God wants us to work to benefit us